experience.
Hey everybody, Ron Burke from Gaming Trend here with David and Laura, as well as the team from RocketWerkz. We're going to check out some Icarus. Guys, if you would, introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I am Liam. I am the marketing manager here at RocketWerkz, working on Icarus.
Hey, I'm Ben. I'm the content manager here on Icarus. I basically just play the game and make videos about it.
Yeah, we get to do all the fun making it look cool stuff while the team behind the scenes does phenomenal work.
Awesome. Alright, first things first, I'm going to change my interact button from F to E to match every other survival crafting game we play.
That's the one.
I'll go nuts. And let's get started.
Brilliant.
So we're hoping the team will be able to make it a little further than we did last time. I know I played a solo mission that I built this amazing wood house and kind of skipped buying the things that let you put out fire. And then lightning hit my house and I sat there and watched it burn because I had no points to be able to buy the fire beater. So
I think that's part of the Icarus experience, right? Like, I don't think you can say you've played Icarus until you've watched your grand creation burn down in unexpected flames.
Yeah, and all you can do is stand there and watch it burn.
Yeah. My first ever time playing this game, I lost 3 huts in the space of 3 hours to fire. And I just remember the harrowing experience of going, how do I stop this? And it was awesome.
Alright, so I'm grabbing up all the fire and sticks I can find.
Yeah. Early game is really just get yourself moving, get a bit of everything. And then I say we chat about what do we want to do, who wants to do what. Anyone fancies themselves a hunter or a gatherer or a explorer, we can figure that out.
Absolutely.
Well, I've been doing good with the fishing.
There we go. That's actually incredibly helpful. It's an underrated part of the game. Although, do be careful for the piranhas because they are nippy.
They are
Yeah,
nippy, for
they like
sure.
me.
Yeah.
Alright,
We,
I think I've got enough to
we
make
got-
a hatchet. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Nice. I believe poison paste and stuff will be a smart little investment if we later in the game. I usually try and get a little bit of herbalism going. I find it really helpful.
Alright, I got 3 basic tools made.
Nice.
Go hack down some trees.
Yes.
Some wood piles here if anyone needs some wood.
Nice. I'm gonna chuck us down a couple of things. A campfire gun.
Well, it's been our experience that the thatch is just too fragile to even bother with, so we usually skip right to wood.
Yeah, some people do. It really is preference. I found thatch was really useful on missions. I use it kind of like a mission resource. So if I'm moving somewhere in particular for a cave or for a mission, I'll have thatch as almost like my temporary on-the-go housing because it's the easiest to gather, quick and sufficient, doesn't cost much resource. But agreed, wood does have a little bit more durability, which is good if you're trying to set up a bit of more of a permanent base.
Yeah, when the bears come calling, it's best to have
That's the one.
between you and the bears.
Yeah, I think once you get to stone, you start seeing the real potential. But I agree that it's really figuring out what each thing is going to provide you. And I agree that just for me become a valuable in a rush resource.
Yeah. Alright, who's going to craft the house?
Well, I think let's get some wood piles down. And does someone want to potentially put some of their early points into that?
Yeah, I'll drop points into the house building. I'll build that.
Cool, nice. I think I'll save a bunch of mine for like resource bits and bobs, but for now I will just try and XP up.
Somebody shot it in the butt.
Yeah, that was me. I was trying to shoot the deer. My stone arrows don't do enough damage to kill them though.
Yeah, the sneak attacks are really critical, and as much as I hate to say it, baby deer are a slightly easier target.
So if you crouch, you do extra damage?
Yeah, if you get the stealth buff, which you can get if you do the crouch, you do get a good headshot that will give you a little bit more of a damage boost. It is it's hard to nail because they are very aware, but if you nail it, you definitely see the benefit. And get a cool kill cam.
Yeah, you can do a tremendous amount of damage from stealth.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to crafting.
Right. And it's a good idea to actually get a bunch of fur early because we'll want bedrolls to set spawn points.
Yeah, that and oxide. As soon as you can.
Yeah, so not a bad idea to do some hunting underway.
I've got a raccoon. I
very
don't
good.
have any gear.
If you bring it over
because
to where the
I said it
campfire
brings-
is, yeah,
Yeah.
drop it there. Oh well, I've got a knife so I can start skinning them.
There you go.
I can also make you a knife. Hold up, I'll make you a knife here and I'll drop this for
That'd
you.
be great.
Yeah, just here on the ground.
Thanks.
That's alright. And then
All right. Do we have a preference on where we want to place our wonderful home?
I think as long as it's somewhere that is probably outside of the trees and whatnot. Just because of the chopping that we don't want to accidentally drop one through our roof.
Yeah. No, right where I'm standing. Seem to work.
That's good. Yeah, works for me.
Wait, is that? Did I build
Alright.
thatch? I built thatch. That'll teach me not to pay attention.
I might also go a little bit of a mission and find us some oxide deposits so that we don't all die early.
We will need level 5
Is that for an oxidizer?
for wood.
Ah,
Yes.
yes, woodhouse, yes. Minor showers will be okay.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Is there a
That'll be
way
right. We got your-
to deconstruct other than just beating it with a hatchet?
Yeah, why?
No. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I got that deer with my axe.
There we go. The knife is really good as well if you do get close and personal. Does a little bit more damage. Yeah,
Okay.
I found that quite helpful.
Yeah, it's telling me I must repair it first. But
Oh yeah, you do have to repair the item before you can smash it.
All right. Well, smash it now.
That's so you get actual resources and not sticks and broken bits.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Let's try this again, but with the correct materials. There we go.
Thankfully, we actually have quite a bit of silica and sulfur and whatnot along the cliff faces, so that'll be helpful.
All right. How big a house are we looking for here?
I actually recommend that you have at least 3 or 4 flat squares, because once you chuck down bedrolls, a couple of crafting benches, it's worth having a little bit of room. And it's 5 of us, so it's going to be cozy.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Palatial mansion. Got it.
There we go, as I like to hear. Like grand home designs, but made out of some sticks.
Right. Yeah. Of course. There you go. Fiber.
Yeah, once you get a little bit further in the game, what's really helpful for fiber, because you find that you're needing it for everything, is having a sickle, just for the efficiency of gathering, particularly if you're building a lot.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
So does rain put out our fire? Or does somebody-
No, it won't put out a fire as in like a small one if it started. It may if it's an intense storm decrease and whatnot. But you'll often see in lightning storms that you'll have an entire forest on fire behind you as they get blasted by lightning.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's,
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yes, fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've got some fish I'm putting on,
Nice. It's a great idea.
so I guess I'll light that fire. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I've got us some oxygen, which is a good start. Get us a little basic oxidizer going.
There we go.
You start to put this up. You're all good.
Oh, I actually killed it.
Hey!
Stealth attack in the head, did 310 damage. That's pretty cool.
There you go, yeah. The stealth buff is really helpful. What I might do is chuck some beams down underneath you so that it's got some support.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
needing some of that.
Yeah. If you do hear any creaking or shaking or see it shifting around, that's a really good sign that it's going to collapse. Doesn't always happen, but you can see over on this wall that it's starting to crack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Does anybody
I've got
have what it
beams
takes
research, so I can do that real quick.
nice.
to
Oh
dress
yes,
a deer carcass?
drop that there. I'll give it a skin.
What was that,
How you-
David?
Yeah, there you go.
Here you go.
Nice.
Only the shoddiest of construction around these parts.
There you go.
Yeah, we had a raccoon adventure. We had a little raccoon or something get underneath our base the other day, and caused us some grief.
Oh really?
He did not wanna-
The animals do panic if they get underneath you.
Yeah, he got underneath and decided to kind of burrow his way up, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
ended badly for all of us.
Yeah. I have had that happen before. Mine seems to always happen with wolves though. It's a little bit less friendly.
Yeah, I've had the wolf thing happen too. That was not awesome.
It's not
We
not
had the
as
bear.
fun. Oh yeah, that's the lowest of the lows, I think.
Yeah,
Bear was
he wanted in,
fun.
and he got in.
Yeah. If they want it, they seem to get it.
All right, I've got supports all the way across that. Should be good
Nice. I've chucked a little crate in the corner, and I'll just use that to get ourselves ready to make some beds and whatnot.
now. Cool.
Found some oxide on the ground.
Oh, very good. Yeah, keep an eye on your oxygen levels. I'm going to go try and find some bigger voxels of it, but we do not want to die to that too early.
Come here, Lammy.
Gotcha. Thank you, Ben, for supplying us with all this wood.
Alright.
Good coordination makes this game run very well.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I have to go find some thatch tin. Fiber.
Found a small thing of oxide here. I'll grab it.
Nice.
There's that deer with the arrow in his butt.
Do you want a pickaxe, dear?
I have one.
Okay.
I made myself one. Thank you,
Because
Ben.
you're resourceful and awesome.
Oh boy. Can you change
Uh-oh.
camera to third person?
Yeah, hit C.
Good. All right. My head is stuck inside this animal, and I was.
Oh yes, there's a small
Seeing a
bug
bunch of
right now.
fur.
Yeah, ghost, yes.
That's just awkward, David.
I'm like, I have no clue how to get there.
Yes, that one's a known one. I got the shock of my life yesterday when I picked up one of the goat carcasses.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had. I picked it up and was like, all right, there's
Yeah, yeah.
a bunch of fur here. I have no clue which way I need to be walking.
So I just found some silica ore. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
that's used for.
Not early game, but is valuable late. We use it a lot for some of the recipes you find on the crafting bench and the armor bench.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there's another
Well, I'm
carcass
gonna
by
bring
the campfire.
Brilliant. I'll go back and get them. I'm gonna put a bunch of. Once we. Oh, what do I need for an oxidizer? I need a bit more leather.
lot of
to get from
leather.
this. Yeah, I've got a bunch inside, but I can skin this to get the max. And I'll make us an oxidizer, which should help us be a bit more efficient.
Yeah, well, what with the not dying and all.
Yeah, it helps. Makes the game run better.
Alright, I'm gonna move all the material into the house after I build a ramp.
Yes, I'm asked for a ramp. Fortunately, can't jump that high.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you.
Almost. Alright.
Alright, you. I don't want it under the house.
I'm not going too far, but I am on the other side of the lake.
That's all good.
Come on.
I think air around this lake should be relatively okay, but if you do hear the howl of a wolf, let us know.
Oh yeah, I'll be running.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to snap in place here. I don't know if I turned on.
I usually give it one more rotate and see if that gets it.
Oh yeah, you can see my Mashing
Yeah, I
it
can see
into-
you. Yeah, I wonder why it isn't.
Nope. It wants to go underneath the
Try,
ground.
try point. Yeah, try pointing it directly at the floor. Then R. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Takes a little bit of fiddling, but you do get the hang of it.
Alright.
Right, cross out of you.
And now we're going to put some roof panels up.
I'll put an oxidizer over here.
Is there a trick for water? I seem to recall getting sick last time I played.
Yeah, so the water you see in like a lake and stuff, because it isn't moving as such, it does give you dysentery sometimes. However, that will go away, it just gives you a small debuff. Making a rain reservoir isn't a bad idea. It's one of the unlocks you can get quite early, because that will provide you with clear, fresh rainwater, which is a lot less likely to get you sick.
That's a little dysentery amongst friends.
I must admit, it is always frustrating when I go get a nice fresh drink of water and the next thing I know I'm debuffed. But Rain Reservoir, which is just at the start of Tier 2, is worth having, and it's actually really valuable when you're going on your missions or adventures, as you have no water sources. Alright. There is now an oxidizer in the corner, so you can go over there and use that if you need some oxygen.
Great. I'm gonna bring a whole bunch back.
Brilliant.
Oh, I guess I need to drink some water before I, die.
Yeah, that would be a good start.
There we go. So the wood flooring, you can use that for roof, can't you?
Yes, you can use a ramp, and you can, if you hold R and choose the variant that gives you a roof, just slightly more secure for the structure.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought to use the variant on the roof.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
helpful. Alright.
I see.
We need a fire pit or anything like that?
If we do have a fireplace, but a fire pit would be really helpful later once we have a bit more food coming in from the hunting.
Do you
Well,
need
I
that
got more
inside the
fish.
house, or is that something that's better outside?
We recommend it outside. I found out the hard way last week of what happens when you put it inside. Wasn't as fun as I'd hoped.
Well, I put one in the house
Come
yesterday.
on, stay.
Well, yeah, we had a couple of fires we had to salvage from where we accidentally put things on top of furnaces or fire pits too close to walls. Always goes down well.
Alright, there is cooked
Okay, that
food
seems to be too high.
in this fire pit.
Oh, very good. Yes. Are you having trouble? Is it starting to crack a little bit?
Yeah,
Use beams. So do a beam run down the middle,
yeah.
and that should give us support. Very good.
Let's go get more fiber. So how long has this game been in development?
Ooh, if I'm correct, 3 years, Ben. You might. Ben's been here longer than me. but-
Full-time
What?
development since October 2019, so 2
Okay,
years.
two.
But yeah, about a year before that in terms of
Yeah,
theorizing
And
it.
pre-design and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the game's gorgeous.
Yeah, the team the art team and stuff, the world builders, they're pretty incredible. And we've kind of seen it come as far as it has. It's pretty mind-boggling, really.
Well, you're definitely onto something because it's very addictive.
Yeah, I mean, we've got such a team of legends in the survival space. There's so much to bring to the table. So it's cool. Like you're taking risks, but you're doing it with all of this prior knowledge. It means you come out with something pretty fun. And it's really cool to have a community kind of alongside us the whole way, playing now, really giving back to us. There's we always talk about the outposts which come with the main mode, which is your more persistent map, and that really came from the community really saying they were interested in us going, cool, how can we make this happen? So it's been fun to have that as part of the journey as well.
That is cool. Alright. I know what I
now-
need to do here.
I might start hunting myself because I'm going to need to start getting some fur and leather.
I'll
So
get another
making beds. Very
goat
good.
by the campfire.
Cool. What I might even do is I might make a bunch of knives for everyone inside, so that we also can, if you're getting multiple animals on one hunting trip, you can skin a few on the way. I'll make some.
Sorry.
So there's now 3 knives in one of these chests inside if anyone needs one.
There's a chest on the inside of the house.
Yeah, just over in this corner.
Alrighty.
There's 2 chests in the corner there. And there should be one that has some knives in it.
I put those elements in there too.
Nice. I see those.
All right, so I started a brand new character.
Okay, that immediately started
so-
cracking.
Alright, do this. Ah, yeah. So do one on the lower half of the roof as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I may have made this too ridiculous.
Gosh.
Sorry, you were saying, Laura? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, so if I started a brand new character and I want to do more of the like hunting and fishing part of it, so should I concentrate in hunting and exploration, or should I do a little bit in hunting and cooking and farming and exploration, or what?
The
Yeah,
game is like the meta is definitely tailored to expertise. So, like ideally, you would have one farmer, one hunter, one builder. There's definitely like you'll be much more efficient if you just focus on one tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Particularly if you're a team player versus solo. Like, it's obviously the solo tree designed to give solo players the extra help they need, but it only works if you're playing solo. If you're in a team, it deactivates. So if you're playing in a team a lot, yeah, and you wanted to be a hunter, it's worth putting it into hunting.
Okay.
But then you might also have something like, I always like to have the talent points sometimes go into making sure that food decay on my body is slower. Just so particularly if I'm hunting quite far away from base, the meat I'm bringing back isn't coming back already half rotten.
Okay.
I got
So I think
fur and leather.
I'll do the cooking and farming part then.
There you go, yeah, perfect. Looking at mine, I might put mine into... I might go into the exploration area. If we wanna...
I already put all mine into bows.
Yeah, cool, hunting's perfect. Yeah, so there's obviously combat too, which gives you obviously buffs directly to specific combats, which is really helpful, particularly when we come up against predators versus just hunting deer.
Yeah, run out of oxygen.
Deer. Okay. Okay.
It's still cracking.
Which are you looking at? Oh, I see. Yeah, I usually go beam 4 corners, see if that works. I was having this problem with my base last weekend, and I had to call on someone else to help me.
Well, I'll throw beams all throughout, and we'll figure it out. Shy on something. Let's see.
Give me your fish.
Can't possibly jump through all that wood, did I? Yep,
Give
I
you some
did.
more.
Yep, I need to go chopping wood. Ben's like, you gotta be kidding me. How did you chew up all that wood?
You do mow through it fast when you're building.
Oh,
Whoa.
sorry, Ben. Speaking from experience, I've definitely died to plenty of trees. Not just in this game, but in games like Valheim as well.
There's definitely a moment when you have a tree dropped on you, you have no idea where the damage has come from.
Yep. Is it a bear? Is it a bear? Oh, it's a tree.
Yeah, it's a tree. One of my favourite clips from the very first weekend is someone actually got a bear kill by dropping a tree on the bear.
Okay, that's impressive.
And it was very impressive. It was a great clip.
Right. Hey guys, don't forget to eat.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that. Thanks, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm here for.
Campfire meat.
Don't know if it's goat or deer. Just have to take a gamble.
Yeah, meat is meat. Maybe it's people. Hard to know.
Yes, I must admit, we have the fact this is a PvE game, but you can still accidentally take a friend out with a tree or a knife or a fire, has made for some funny stories.
Accidental PvP.
Yeah, yeah.
I think David dropped a tree on me when we played that first day.
Yeah. I think it is also part of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I drop that beam? Drop it outside?
Where do you get sulfur?
There'll be little deposits of it along cliff faces. I'll put a bunch on the side. But
The
it's kind of like
oxidizer.
where you find oxide. Yeah,
There's an advanced oxidizer that you can get.
yeah, it requires it.
Yep.
You also need it for things like some torches, and there's also value in using it as a fuel source in some places.
I was looking at the fire arrows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is actually very helpful at night. Although also very dangerous if you shoot them towards trees.
Or your house.
Oh, your house, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, so when you're building like roofing material, does the directionality matter?
I believe it will if you're doing multiple pieces. I don't believe it'll matter as much if you're just doing a few. But in your case, it's probably worth checking out their direction, just because of the support element. And for the floors, I think a lot of people find it for a visual impact as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically,
Cosmetically, yeah.
I don't know anybody that's concerned about that.
Right.
So
Alright.
we've got
I'm a
some very
stickler.
good builders in the community.
Well, you've got a roof now with only one weird shattered looking piece. I'll be able to fix
Yeah.
that once we get more support.
Do we have some
Yeah.
bits?
No, I need more fur. So I'm on my way up to it. I have, how much fur do I have right now?
What?
Oh, 14.
Cool.
So I need 100 fur to make 5 beds.
Oh, jeez.
I've been skinning some things. I might have some on me.
Nice. Yeah, there's a bit of a mission to get it, but very worth it. And then once you kind of get yourself a bit more advanced, it becomes way easier.
Alright, now the real challenge. Arranging the corner piece so it faces the correct direction.
Yeah, the little arrow that points the way it's facing has always been very helpful.
Hold on a second. I think I actually have the ability to create... Yeah, I can make medium wood crates. So,
Well, yeah, chuck a couple of those down. They're worth it.
Jeez, how do you get fur? I've got 2.
Yeah, bigger animals have more. So basically the bigger deer are always going to give you a little bit more than your goat or your baby deer.
Alright, well there's 16 in here now.
Nice. Might be a slightly longer night tonight without being able to sleep, but that's alright.
well, hoping we're going to have shelter here shortly.
Was there a lore or in-game reason for why your drop pod does not have a oxygen tank you can fill up with?
Yeah, so one of the things that we actually do a lot of work on the lore side of things now on the website and whatnot, but one of the things that it talks to, particularly the trailer, is the fact that the prospectors that came out here, they didn't come out here really with anything. They gave up everything to be here, and most of what you're seeing was kind of makeshift from the original terraforming project. It wasn't actually designed for what it's being used for now, setting prospectors down. So when you people come out in the dropships and they're being sent out by the factions, they really weren't being provided anything. They were kind of being sent out on their own, do your best kind of mentality. So that kind of explains, why you're not coming down with much at all. It was like more a modern age gold rush, but even harder because you weren't just kind of traveling across the states. You were traveling to an entire different, area of the universe.
That's way more elegant than what I said in my preview. I just said my prospector was an idiot.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it probably wasn't the most well thought out plan, but
And with the meta content later on in the game, so you do some missions, you go back to your spaceship, you'll be able to unlock some meta items like, GPS trackers for when you come back down next, and better oxygen, tanks and that sort of thing. Things that you can't make on the planet.
Got
Yeah.
it.
So,
Yeah.
like bases and stuff that you build, like once you're up, all that's gone. It's more temporary.
yeah, so all your bases and stuff obviously will be gone when you leave back to the space station. But there are obviously, once you go into like metagame items that you'll be able to bring down and take back with you. And these would be things like, I don't know if we've released any, but it might be like advancements that help you with better radar technology, or it might be advancements that help you with better machinery and stuff. So the meta items are really going to be that late in-game loot that are going to make every drop a little bit easier. But you're also not going to be able to take everything with you. So you are going to have to kind of pick and choose what you want for each mission, and that will become kind of that risk-reward payoff. What do I take with me? Am I willing to risk this item if my character gets lost forever?
Well, I got you some more leather. I killed a deer with my knife.
Very well done.
Well, as Geordie LaForge would say, can't see shit, Captain. It's very dark.
Yes, I always make a wood rag torch earlier because nighttime is dark.
Yeah. Alright, I've crafted 4 of the medium-sized boxes, so
Nice, perfect.
I can get them to place nicely. That's important.
Yeah,
There you go.
all laid out clean. All right.
Thought you were a deer. I was about to smack you with my axe.
Yeah, you're welcome to move these boxes wherever is convenient. I'm just kind of dropping them down.
All right, that's good. I'm gonna use that wall as storage for now.
There's 2 on that opposite wall.
Very good. All right.
Okay.
We should have enough storage, so if you have a look at what we need for tech tree. You've done a bunch of the building, which is good.
It should be sturdy.
Nice. All right, I might get.
I'm going to start
hammer.
organizing the boxes.
Yeah, I might even go fishing for a bit. See if I can get some more food.
I also put some deer meat on that fire.
Perfect.
I've already got iron. You guys have been busy.
Yeah, I don't want to wander off too far into the mountains, because that seems to attract the bigger predators.
The bigger, angrier ones.
Yep.
hoping there's going to be some rhyme or reason to the way I've got this organized. If
That's
not,
alright. No,
feel free to
you
move
run it.
things around.
It's good. A well-organized system is going to make everything a bit easier.
Yep, that's the hope.
I can just hear the faint screams of baby deer in the distance, so it sounds like you guys are still having some success out there.
David's probably got a fancy bow.
It's not that fancy.
And once you get out to long bows and bow and arrows and everything, you start really noticing the difference.
Just
Much sulfur
upgrading
here.
to a
Yeah.
bone spear makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
All right, all the materials are moved into the base.
Cool.
Organized somewhat.
Oh,
Just in time.
minor. We'll be alright.
Did I build... I built part of this house with thatched floors. I am not the sharpest tool in the shed today. Let's correct that. Oh man, is that going to collapse the whole thing when I yank the floor out?
I think you'll be alright, but to keep an eye on it when you yank one out if you hear any creaking.
Yeah.
I mean, mainly beams that it doesn't like you the yanking out.
I wonder why. What being the foundation and all.
Yeah, physics were really my strong suit.
Paying attention wasn't mine apparently today. Alright, one floor piece at a time. Let's try and do this correctly this time.
I think we've hunted the raccoons out of existence in our area.
Well,
It was always the easy prey first.
Hmm.
Alright.
alright, so far so good. Floor back in
Nice.
without any creaking. Directionality's all messed up, but you know what? Hire better contractors next time.
Not.
Alright, if I yank
What's
this
awful
floor, I
about-
think it's gonna drop that crate. So let's get that.
Yeah, if there was something on it, you might have more of a battle.
Yeah, I can pick this up. There's nothing in it anyway.
Yeah. Nice.
A bone. No big deal. Yeah, I guess if I had, if I researched the hammer that lets you do in-place upgrades, then I'd be able to just drop replacements in, right?
Yeah, so the upgrade hammer is really helpful, but it is a bit more further down the track, so early game it is a lot of
Yeah.
smash and replace.
Alright. I've corrected my foolish mistakes.
Hold on.
Oh no, that one's wood underneath, isn't it? Yeah, that's not thatched. That should be fine.
Yep, it's all good.
Still have to do that roof tile. Oh well. What's the worst that could possibly happen?
As long as no one stands on it, we're fine. Alright, we're at 31st, so I'm going to start making beds, but we're going to need a lot more.
I accidentally dropped my knife and have no clue where it went.
It's gone forever.
I can make another one over here. I do knife in this chest inside of you.
Thank you. Okay, I can make a torch. Hold on. Maybe I can see it now in the dark.
I just researched floor torches, but that requires sulfur.
There's
There's a bit of sulfur
everything.
in the chest.
Alright.
I think bow and arrows would be a good idea for you hunters early. Should make your job a little bit easier. Get this one.
Quite level 3 yet.
Alright. Plenty of that. I've got a good amount of bone now.
They're gonna burn the house down if I put them near the wall, right? The floor torches?
Yeah, I'll maybe chuck around the middle of the room. Just for, yeah, that should be safe. Although, I'll make a fireworker just in case.
How do you switch which arrows you have equipped?
Hold R, and you should be able to have an option there.
Hold on, R. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, it's 4 in the morning, so we should get some light soon.
Somebody break down that animal I had out here.
Yeah. I'll put him on
Okay.
before he decayed.
Ah, there's a deer. Like, with its head stuck in the bottom of the house.
Oh, was he trying to get in?
I'm not afraid to exploit this.
There we go.
You're
Ooh,
going nowhere.
Jumped in the water.
Bad planning on his part.
Oh,
Right?
Also,
Very
if you
jiggly
do see
widow.
spoiled meat, keep a hold of it because spoiled meat can be useful for some recipes late in game for healing.
Charcoal, too.
Yes, exactly. Both those, they seem useless, but they actually are quite valuable.
Alright, Mr. Deer here needs to be chopped up. I left him by the fire.
Cool, I can deal with them.
I got him.
Nice.
let's try these flaming
Wow.
arrows out.
What's that?
I know. Go ahead.
Oh, I've got fire arrows. I was gonna try those out.
Oh yes, maybe towards the lake, just for a start. Unless you do want to see what a forest fire does look like, which is fun.
I'm curious about the forest fire. We'll do it
Yeah.
away from the house though.
Yeah, maybe to the forest on the other side of the lake.
Alright, house is
Other
now
side of the
well
lake.
lit.
Does it spread that far?
Yeah, I mean, like, this, I'm keen to see. Where are you shooting it from?
Just a regular bow.
Okay.
Ron, if you want this in the footage, I'm about to shoot some trees on the other side of the lake.
You might argue. I'm on my way.
Oh yes,
Who
this should be
doesn't
fun.
love some good pyromania?
This is how you start a good morning in Icarus.
David, I don't know if you know this or not, but only you can prevent forest fires. You specifically.
Alright, let's see. Here's a good cluster of trees. Actually, I wonder if I can hit that deer with it. See what happens.
Oh my god. So this is the part in our footage where a flaming deer runs into our house
Yeah.
and...
Whoa!
Yeah, oh, I heard that one fly past me.
Oh, it doesn't
It's
want to set
very
him
cool to
on
watch
fire.
from a distance.
Very green.
Yeah, they're
Yes,
almost
we
like
are found.
tracers.
Whew.
Yeah, he doesn't want to die.
He's-
Yeah, they
We've
go
got a-
really slow when they aim differently.
Yeah, there's a slight difference.
There
Wow.
you
I'm
go.
not sure those. They did. Oh, they still did damage. Those ones.
I think it
Is
is
that a
slightly
fire
different
arrow or some
light,
sort of
lighting
flare?
and stuff.
This is a fire arrow.
Is
I
it
definitely hit the tree.
If it does.
There's a disappointing amount of fire.
Oh, is
coming
it?
off
Is
of
it?
that.
I just realised
it's
you're
a
on
flare-
flare arrow.
No, it's a flare arrow.
Ah.
That was fire arrow.
Ah, that makes sense. I was looking at it going, hold up. Ah, yeah, so you're right. It's fire arrow that will catch fire to trees. Although flare ones are very useful if you are stuck out at night. Must admit, from a distance though, that does look absolutely awesome.
You drug me
probably
out here
safe.
without fire arrows, David? I'm gonna push you in the lake.
Yeah, I thought I had fire arrows. They're just flare arrows.
Fire ones straight
you-
up in the air. Just
I'm gonna
Can
push
you
you out
kill
there in the
fish
lake
with
with the
an arrow?
piranhas.
yeah, I think you can still kill things with them, but you're right. The lighting the path is different.
Alright, it's daytime, so I guess I'll put out all the torches. No point in...
Yes, save sulfur.
I just got them burning sticks.
Oh, very good. Alright, well.
Alright, we seem to be amassing enough to justify another storage container.
Oxygen in the corner has been very, very helpful.
Yes, thank you.
Very good. Alright.
Forget to eat.
That is a very large fish.
Yeah. I was gonna go back and
Oh,
get it.
swing and a miss.
Get it?
Is there a trick to getting sticks off of trees?
Off of trees as such. Small trees give you the most kind of sticks directly unless you're chopping the big ones down. So if you
From the
walk
big
amongst...
ones, you can chop the small branches off and they give you...
Yeah, that does too.
Okay.
A little tiny raccoon here. There used to be. Alright, what do we need most so I can go out and help?
Only not wood, we got a predator.
Right, tons of it. I think stone maybe?
Like 80 in there.
We've got one container. Let's see, yeah, we got 87 stone. Not much.
Okay.
So
we
I'll
can do
start-
more.
I'll start working on that. But yeah, you get plenty of wood. I also have a raccoon that needs attention.
Oh, are you putting by the fireplace?
I'm about to.
Nice. Thank you.
Got the sniper elite kill cam on that shot.
Well done.
Yeah, we ended up
Is there a
with
better way to get?
Oh, go ahead.
Is there a better way to get bone than the pickaxe or the hatchet?
No, they all do the same damage. I usually use the knife just because it's a slightly faster movement. I
Oh.
believe though, as you do go out to iron tools and steel tools, that they will give you a slightly better return.
Yeah, it's not like other survival crafting games where it's like, oh, this animal has no bones until you use the right thing.
Oh
on it.
yeah, no. The one change we did make over the last few weeks is that if you go into some caves now, you'll have like platinum or aluminium or gold ores, and now these can now only be mined with more advanced weapons like iron or steel and whatnot versus stone. Just because we were finding that, like, you know, it wasn't really the balance of the game to have a stone pickaxe and be mining gold. So it didn't really line up with what we wanted. So we've done a few tweaks and balances like that, which just helps kind of improve the flow.
What do you think has been your biggest surprise coming out of these beta weekends? What have you seen players do that really just blew your mind?
I think the creativity in the building, like
yeah.
we've tried to make some like cool buildings for promos and stuff, but people would just make some insane stuff. There's one guy built an entire French cathedral. It took him like 25 hours or something.
Crazy.
It was crazy. It was like super realistic. It was mad.
Yeah, some other guy built the
wouldn't know
Moss
anything
Eisley
about that.
Cantina.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, like people are just going nuts with the building. I think that, and I think the funny thing we've found, right, is that a lot of people, like, they'll find something in a game, an exploit as you would normally find in any game. Obviously, we're always balancing and patching, but there's always a funny moment where they go, oh, we found something, and then the next week we come back and we've made tweaks and adjustments, and they go, oh, we
Aw.
found something. But it's
Right.
fun, because it's all part of that beta experience, right, of us kind of balancing and improving. But the community's just been so receptive and so back and forth with us that it's meant that it's been a real cool journey.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So this latest weekend is focusing on the Arctic area, right?
Yes, and you'll notice as well if you go onto your map, there isn't one. That's intentional. That is to do with obviously the map becoming more of a meta item. Really works well into that survival aspect. Like, I don't think you're going to get Google Maps down here on the planet surface. So we laid it out to kind of be like that. But if you go north, there is entrance to the Arctic to the north. We would highly recommend, though, and we say recommend as in definitely, you would not go in there without fur armor and some good weaponry, because there's a strong difference between the bears and wolves you've found in the forest biome and those you find in the Arctic.
Yeah, I definitely have enough problems with the ones down here. If they're stronger
Yeah.
than that.
And then obviously this week's core mission is the mammoth, which is absolutely awesome. And it's been really cool to see people kind of engaging with that. And it's obviously if you go into the mission for the prospect, that's what you're being asked to do. Just go find a mammoth tusk.
The problem with finding mammoth tusks is that they tend to be attached to the mammoths, and those things are
Yeah,
angry when you try to mess with them and take their tusks.
Yeah, he's not the happiest camper I've ever met.
Seems like based off of, it's completely anecdotal, but since last time you played, it seems like you guys have slowed the resource gathering down just a little bit.
Yeah, it's all part of the balancing as well. Early on, one of the things we found was that people were exploiting was that they could collect fiber and make bandages really fast. And that was actually a really good XP exploit because it was a crafting and it was very easy to make with low resource count. So a lot of those balances for that type of thing are quite often, like me and Ben obviously been playing now since we've been in the company and playtesting, and early on you could raise through early levels, and so balancing it out and spreading that out and making the time really kind of become meaningful was really key. Like, we've always had the idea that every time you go up a level or unlock something, it should feel like a moment. It shouldn't feel like it happened without you noticing.
Got it.
So there's been a big part of that balancing journey, and there's obviously still lots of balancing to do, but it has, yeah, right, slowed down quite a bit as we've gone through that process.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably one of the biggest dividends from a QA perspective, is just seeing all the various ways that players have tinkered with the engine and
Yeah.
kind of figured out the stuff underneath the hood.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't make QA myself, but the team that does is like, you can imagine for them how hilariously funny it is when they are, they're putting all this time in, and then some player accidentally comes across something that they haven't seen, or like, comes across something they have and they didn't know they'd run into. So it's been a lot of fun with the team kind of relishing in that journey as well and seeing it all happen and going, how'd they figure that one out? But it's cool. It's really, really cool.
Practically decimated that boulder.
Hold on. There's lots of stone deposits around here, which is helpful.
Yeah, this is actually a really good seed.
Yeah, it's a good draw spot one. Last week's was definitely a bit tougher, so I think it's good that this week's been a little bit easier. But that's the cool thing too with how drops will work, is you're not always just going to land in some tranquil, friendly location.
I think I might need another box
now you
just
got
for
330
wood stone.
stone.
What's that, sweetheart?
There's now, 430 stone.
Yeah, we should be good on rocks. Well, I don't know. I don't know how many stones we need. I think I'm gonna make another
It is
box.
valuable.
Let's see. What do I need for box? Fiber wood. Yeah, with all of us gathering, it's certainly easier to
Yeah.
make
Move
progress quickly.
And that was something I think as well when you talk about like the experience is that the way that we've played as, being part of the team and being here from the start is so different to how everyone else plays. And that's always funny to watch too. And it's always a good reminder for us just to the unique experience everyone gets to the game versus what you expected to happen.
Yeah, for sure. You never
Yeah,
really
that's been
know
fun.
kind of people's
Yeah.
familiarity level. Like my wife is going to approach this very differently than probably David or I would, because
Yeah,
she's very
exactly.
new to this type of game.
Yeah, and that's what makes it, I think, special too, right? Like, it should be unique for everyone, and everyone should get something different out of it. So that's been fun to watch.
All right, I made another chest off to the right. That's just stone.
Well done.
It's,
I have
it's right next to the
lost
other
a goat
main
carcass.
materials.
I got my first stealth kill and then instantly lost my carcass.
Yo.
That's not a good start.
All right, I'm gonna drop this bedroll. Laura, do you want to grab this bedroll and bind to it? Just in case bad things happen. You're a hunter.
That's
It's
not
in
a bad idea.
It's in the right corner. Although
He
our
just
drop
knows that
point
I
is
die a
pretty
lot.
much right here. What's that, love?
He just knows that I die a lot.
We always say whoever's the explorer should be the first to base up.
Yep. These deer, ballsy. Just ran right past me.
I was gonna say, you just let that deer go right.
Probably got
past
an
you.
arrow in his butt. I think it was the one I was chasing.
There's a few floating around here with arrows in them. It's a good sign that we're hitting our shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you saw the deer that I killed where it was stuck and couldn't get out. That's pretty much the extent of my hunting.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
can
the
kill
greatest
defenseless
either.
animals that are stuck.
And nothing wrong with being good at traps.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna slowly and cautiously go up around this hill. This little mountain here to our left of our base.
Ah, okay.
Deer just stumbled across me, slaughtering his brother.
Oh,
Aw.
Maybe he'll carry a warning back to his family.
I just took off running. Like, don't me on me, I'm just hacking up some bones.
All right. What should I be focusing on next from a construction perspective?
ooh. What level are you?
I am level 7.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, if you look at level 7, you've got all your woods now unlocked.
Yep.
I would have a look at some of our bandages and stuff too, particularly as if we do run into some bitey boys. We're going to need some starter kits and whatnot. And apart from that, save a few points and keep mining, crafting, putting your XP up, because once we get to level 10 and you're in tier 2, that crafting bench is going to have a lot of very valuable unlocks.
Okay. I've got a repair hammer, and I could get the building upgrade tool if I'm inclined.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea either, particularly if you're doing a lot of building.
I've got 8 points to play with.
Yeah, maybe just have a few, but use a few as well where you see fit. If there's a particular tool that you need, check someone else hasn't got the recipe already, unless it's something you're going to make a lot of.
Yeah, I learned that with not having the fire whacker. So
Yes.
I'll keep a few points.
Like, for example, arrows are always one I think everyone should have for obvious reason.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna focus on like gathering building stuff, like
Nice,
faster
yeah.
mining and that sort of thing.
Wood and stone are always valuable.
Yeah. Alright, I've unlocked basic bandages and suture kits, so I'll start working on gathering materials to make those. Although that's leather,
Brilliant.
so Something else.
Yeah, I mean, what else we need for leather? We need it for... I think we need fur for beds. Fur, fiber, and...
Yeah, that's a different department.
Yeah. We need a little bit of leather. But leather's a bit more abundant than fur at this point.
Kind of funny. I'm being quiet while I'm hunting. Like the deer can actually hear me.
Yeah.
So during the beta weekend, I think the level cap this weekend is 25.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna let that go all the way to the end?
Yeah, I think that's a decision they're making each week about how they balance it, so it may go up in future weeks as well. Obviously it won't go down, but it will be something that we'll look at. I mean, the desert next weekend provides its own unique set of challenges too, so it's always something we're considering about what you're going to need, how high you're going to need to whatnot.
Yeah, but if you're gonna test the higher tiers, then obviously you gotta let people get there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a lot of people came to this weekend with a level 25 character and moved through the Arctic quite quickly. So they're all things we take into consideration when we look at obviously future weekends and how things are going to play out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and the team who obviously the team we've set it up in a way that they can be very reactive and effective and efficient, and it's really smart group. A lot of the decisions that have been made have been well thought out. The team's done a great job in making them when they're necessary. I mean, we've always said we never wanted to do a wipe. It was always one of our things, but we had to do that for second weekend as we did a lot of changes, and it was a tough decision they had to make, but it was the right one.
Yeah, for sure. Otherwise, you're not gonna get valid data.
Exactly. Yeah. If we make a lot of changes that are going to affect things like tech trees and talent trees, it's important that we obviously also make sure that's not going to screw up anyone else's experience, which is what we had.
There's enough fur for another
Nice.
bed.
Right, I'll make another one in there.
28, I think.
Alright, I found a pretty good oxide area, so I'm just gonna mine all of it, drag it back. Turns out we all like breathing, so...
Yeah, I must admit, it's the first game I've had where I've never worried about oxygen. I think it's because we've had people actually caring about it.
What was it we heard today, Laura? All you need is love? Except, oxygen is important as well.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah. Turns out breathing.
Hmm.
Pretty important.
I must admit it's a little bit precarious that we have parked right next to our dropships.
Yeah, I guess
so when we leave, there may be a little bit of damage.
Well, it's not like we're coming back, so...
No, yeah, so just a note on that. Yes, I would suggest that when someone does leave, that there's no one in the house, so they might become toast.
Yeah. Delicious meat on the ground.
Yeah.
Who doesn't little ground meat?
Yeah, my favourite. Another bed in there for someone.
Yeah, you should grab that, David, just in case. Better to respawn at a bed than get dropped from the sky and possibly through our roof.
Yep.
Yes, which is what it looked like might happen.
As hilarious as that would be, let's not do that.
Yeah, it is cool to watch. Then it's very sad afterwards.
Yeah, but like you said, I've already done my rite of passage. I've already watched my house burn to the ground.
Yeah, been there. Don't need to go through it again.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to make another. I'm gonna have to make more storage containers. We've definitely got a lot more resources than I expected.
Oh, I just had a very sad shot on Bambi. Yeah, that one's tough.
Yeah, but Bambi's delicious.
Which bed should I grab?
The one that's in the container here that I'm standing on.
Okay. The one on the floor is taken.
Yeah. Laura grabbed that one. You guys are the hunters. You guys should definitely have
Yes,
priority
we're
over
straining the
us
furthest.
gatherer types. We're expendable, is what I'm saying.
We're also revivable, as we're not too far away from home.
Yeah, there's that.
Whoever threw that spear, that was fantastic. It was Yubian. That was a great throw.
Alright, spawn point.
Where in the world did I put the... There it is. Fiber. Alright, more boxes. Can you stack the boxes on top of each other? Yeah, you can.
I believe you can, yes.
Well, that looks really uncomfortable, but it works.
It works.
Alright, perfect.
What level do you need to be for armor?
That should be under armor bench tier 2, I think.
Tier 2? Okay.
No.
Yeah, so you can do
level
cloth
10.
armor at level 10. Yeah, cloth armor level 10. Leather and fur, you gotta be a bit higher.
Why am I not consuming oxygen? Oh, has this thing
Get him.
not got enough oxygen in it or something?
In the corner.
Oh my god, that was so close.
Hover over the balloon, see if it picks it up.
Yeah, the balloon is full, but I'm not
Okay.
able to pull any oxygen out of it.
Have a look. I'll see if I can. Weird. Hold up. Put some more oxide in it and see if that works. It's
Alright.
strange.
Yeah, it's not letting me put oxide in it either.
Yeah, because you take some damage as well.
Let's do this. I'll pick it up and put it back down.
Yeah, try that. I'll pick up the carryover.
Just trying to, you know, not suffocate to death.
Yeah, that would be helpful. I see you taking 2 ticks of damage a second, so. Alright.
There it goes. Alright, work your magic. I need to breathe.
Is that working?
I was able to put the oxide in, so now I'm just waiting for it to generate some
Yeah.
O2 so I can, you know, not die.
Potentially, it is actually known there might be a small couple of bugs with the oxidizer I did hear talking about yesterday, so it might be one we're looking at. If it's the case, because a lot of you can just directly eat until we make a new one.
Ooh, good shot on
Yeah, I
that
can't
deer.
get anything out of it.
Yeah, try consuming. We've got a ton there.
Do what
I just
now?
killed Bambi and her mom.
There's
Yep.
about 100 in this crate next to it.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said. Do what now?
Consume some of the. I put 100 in the crate next to you. Just consume some directly. It might be a known
Wait,
small
really?
bug
You
we've
just
got.
eat the oxide?
Yeah, so
I've never
you
done that. Okay.
yeah, so if you go into this crate here, take some out of it, and then if you go into your inventory, you see you've got a slot next to your oxygen character.
Yeah.
Drop it in there. So drop a stack in there.
Yeah. Next to the O2 box in the lower right corner.
See on the character menu and inventory, you've got your oxygen meter. And there's a
Oh,
square empty box next to it. Drop a stack in there of oxide, and then it'll slowly start consuming it for you. It's less efficient than the oxidizer, but it will still consume it.
Yep. Alright. I'm consuming it.
Here you go. And you can also directly consume it as a stack as well if you want, but that weighs away just to keep it topped up as you move versus just consuming straight.
This is a storm that we need to take cover from.
What is it? I didn't see what it was.
It said it was a minor.
Oh, we'll be
Okay.
okay. You get a little bit of exposure damage if you're out, but you won't get beaten.
It says oxygen 100%, but it's still in the red.
Yeah, you're still
dying.
getting takes.
So I must have hit a bug.
You might have hit a bug. If you are, I'll just give you a revive and you pop down and you'll come straight back up. And that might fix it.
What's the worst thing? Die?
Yeah.
It's a little hypoxia among friends.
That'll be right. We'll give you a kick and you'll be back on your feet again.
In the meantime, I'll just
Yeah, keep chugging away.
Work.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I had Bambi on my hip.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah. That happens a bit.
Yeah, I killed Bambi and her mom.
Well done. There is a very painful sequence you sometimes have to watch where if you take take Mum out, Bambi just lies down next to the body.
Oh.
Not as
Aw.
fun. Yeah,
Maybe that's
that
what
was hard.
happened.
Yeah.
The baby was just laying there, but it was in a set of
Yeah.
bushes. I had to pick up the bushes before I could shoot the deer, the baby.
Yeah, that is very hard to watch, I'll be honest.
They should tell the devs to do like the John Wick puppy moment where the little baby like crawls towards the mom to see if it's okay.
Yeah. That's
That's
brutal
it.
to
I'm
watch.
done.
An acceptable amount of cruelty.
I can't deal with that one.
I'll go out here and mine and make
Yeah,
myself useful until
let us
death.
know when you do go down, because I'll come and give you a kick. Suit malfunction.
So glad I got point into mining speed.
That's always a helpful one.
That 1 point is significant.
I always put mine to stamina early, because I like to run too much.
Yeah, I can see that too.
What the hell?
What have you done?
I shot a deer that was behind me.
We have a deer sitting on our campfire right now.
There's one less one there.
The deer is just,
Because I didn't see that from a
he's
distance.
just giving up. It's gonna
Get
just
it.
become food.
Yeah, at some point you just have to accept your fate. But
Mhm.
this goat is knocking away from me.
Oh, there's the baby.
I've run out of box. I've run out of stamina. No!
Off he goes.
Keep an eye on him. He's got my arrow. I want it back.
You're welcome to chase him down and have that conversation, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be very receptive to it.
There. No more going away.
Oh, dude, another deer ran right in my face.
They're slightly suicidal.
There's plenty of that going on.
If you see a goat running past with an arrow in it, it's probably pretty close to death. Take him out.
It's taking a while for me to die here. Figured I'd have bought it by now.
Why are you trying to die?
Is it a bug where I can't get oxygen out of the oxidizer? eating the oxide. It's not giving me oxygen either.
It doesn't like you.
Yeah, I just started on the producers, and apparently there's a one they're aware of. But we'll see if reviving you gets it off. Whoever was hunting that deer, I got him.
Oh, cool.
There's also a raccoon over here I need to... I'll just deal with him now.
I guess all this stone will come in handy when we upgrade the house.
Yeah, and it's real handy too for a lot of the stuff you need on the crafting bench.
Yeah.
It's really good to have.
I think the crafting benches themselves will also require it, right?
Yeah.
Like the smelter and stuff like that.
Yeah, furnaces, smelters, fireplaces.
Oh, I made some bandages, by the way. I'll drop
Oh,
those
very
in
good.
the container. Hey, level up. I'm a little late.
Oh, very good. I'm only 4, you guys are killing it. Well, I think you guys started with a couple of level 2 or 3 characters, did you?
Yeah, my character was already level 6.
Ah, nice, nice. Right.
Yeah, I'm a cheater, is what I'm saying. I'm a cheater.
You're advanced, you thought ahead.
Alright, in with the leather, there's 5 basic bandages.
Oh, brilliant. Cool. That's really helpful if you do start fighting into wolves.
Yeah, the wolves are kind of bitey.
Yeah, we found last weekend that a good abundance of bandages was not overrated.
When you're oxygen deprived, does it also affect your other stats?
You get a little bit of a debuff. It doesn't really affect all your stats as such, but you definitely get a bit of a debuff from it.
Like maybe your stamina doesn't recover as quickly or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What with not having oxygen in the brain and all?
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't help.
So resources.
Yes.
So you got the trees that we just chopped down as we deforest this area, right?
That's the one.
Does any of that respawn in any way, or?
No, so resources won't respawn. Obviously unless you start a new prospect, in which case they'll be there again. But no, everything you do mine is gone. I think a lot of people have kind of seen that with the map size over the last few weeks and have been like, oh, it's you know, it's not much, but they don't realize that we've only showed a small portion of the map and there is an abundance. You could build a small city and probably not use all the resources on this on the map.
And you know somebody will. I mean, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're really excited to see what people do with outposts because that's effectively part of the intent is the ability for people to kind of have a low threat environment to get a bit creative and wild. So we imagine we are going to see some absolutely insane creations.
Yeah, it'll be all the usuals to start. It'll be your Buckingham
Oh, yeah.
Palaces, your somehow
Oh, yeah.
the Starship Enterprise. I mean, just people will go crazy.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some absolutely nuts ones. I can't believe someone's already done a cathedral in Beta Weekend 2, so it speaks volumes to people's creativity already.
All right, I think I'm gonna go drown myself in the lake.
That works.
That'll work.
Let the piranha
yeah.
eat you.
Oh my god. Actually, before you do, come take this bed.
All right.
Because you can set a bed down and that will give you at least something if you If we find that your the respawn doesn't fix it, you could always re-log, so come back down to the spaceship. In which case, do it with a bed near you, so you can respawn directly to your bed.
Got it. Alright. I have made that my respawn point.
Nice.
You know what? I'm actually going to leave all the materials inside the house.
It's not a bad idea.
If you guys are taking feature requests, it'd be nice to be able to get a pop-up window when you're looking at a chest to see what's inside there.
That's not a bad idea, actually, yeah.
I've been spoiled by Conan.
Yeah, it's cool like having different games you take inspiration from or see things in and like, and then you know what people come up with. Like some of the suggestions we've had in the early weeks have been fantastic. So yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I just went through like 7 chests to find which one has leather.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This many boxes, it's like, okay, where did I put
You can
them?
make little signs to put on them.
Yeah, we do that some weeks. You make little signs for different rooms or different purposes. Awesome job. But I hear what you mean in terms of a pop-up window.
Alright, I'm getting brave. We'll see if I can fight something a little better.
Nice.
Alright, I'm going to put my stuff in there. I'm going to go drown myself in the lake.
Alright, I'll come drag you out in about a minute's time.
Or I'll be eaten by piranha, either way.
Yeah, one soon. Another debuff.
I didn't realize you could
There are other ways
harvest these sponges.
You get water from eating berries or anything like that?
You do get a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, fishing has not been my job, so I've not swam down here to see. Apparently there's sponges you can pick up, like little coral sponges.
Yeah, and you can use those as like a temporary water supply source. Which is very helpful.
I'm going kind of towards the edge of mountain areas. Is there anything I should be on the lookout for gathering, like sulfur or?
Look out for cave entrances, really. Cave entrances are going to give us things like iron ore and stuff, which is going to be really helpful if we want to start making it to the next tier of weapon.
So iron? Or
Yeah,
caves?
so caves will have iron ore deposits in them. You won't find them out in the open. So cave entrances, you'll either find them as direct cave entrances, or occasionally you'll have like a flat patch of rock on the front of a, on the side of a cliff, and you'll see it'll kind of look a little bit unique compared to other areas of the cliff face, and that will actually be a mineable cave entrance.
I'm pretty sure it's only there's only mineable.
There's only mineable now. There you go.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Almost dead.
We can. I'm happy to kill you if you want, right?
Happy to kill me.
Just you down here.
Wait. That's my job.
Alright. I am dead in the lake. So do you want me to respawn to my,
What we can do first is try to revive you, and if that doesn't
Yeah.
work, then we'll respawn you.
Okay. Well, I'm about dead center in the lake.
Will the stone tools get you into the cave faces?
Yes, they will. They'll get into cave faces, but you won't be able to mine if you see platinum or gold in there. You'll only really be able to mine the iron.
Coal and copper.
Oh, and copper, yes. Which is
Why
also
did you-
really valuable.
Where are you?
Oh, but yep, I've got a baby deer lying next to its mum. I'm so
Trying to
sorry.
find your body in the lake.
It's
Oh, that makes me feel bad.
kind of hard to describe. Can't exactly see the surface well enough to give you directions.
Can you see me swing around?
Not yet, I'm looking.
Will you be able to tell once you hit one of these cave entrances?
Yeah. You know how when you currently hit a wall, it kind of goes a thunk and doesn't do anything? If you hit a cave entrance, it'll mine away. But yeah, what you're kind of looking out for is it's a really noticeable kind of difference in terms of
It
the rock
almost
shape.
looks like a stone doorway.
Yeah, in some ways.
Alright, I don't
Gotcha.
see you. I'm just gonna go ahead and respawn.
I give that a go. Should respawn you to your bed.
Your gear will be stored here for a short time. Yeah. Alright. I seem to be stuck in a swimming animation, but I'm alive.
Yeah, give it a go now with the oxidizer. See if that has any success for you.
Oh. Yeah, I think that worked.
Oh, very good. There you go.
Alright.
Alright, let's see how we go.
I'm gonna grab my gear.
We have a lot of leather. We need one more bed, I think, for Ben, and we've got everyone a spawn point.
I've got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
I've got one down there. Who hasn't got a bed yet?
We all have.
There's 4 in here. You should have a 5th. Where's the 5th one?
Laura's got one. I've got one. Well,
We're
there's
missing
a,
one.
there's a feature request.
Yeah, I've
Maybe
got
if
one.
you could add a tag.
Yeah,
or
name
something.
beds. There you go. Yep, it's not a bad one. Last weekend in our mission, we made each other individual bedrooms because the people get stealing each other's beds.
I found a cave.
Oh, very good. Well done.
Yeah, I definitely found a bug. So I'm in this
Yeah, no,
swimming
it's a
animation
good one.
unless I equip a weapon.
Yes, that's a good one. Again, I think it's something to know, but I will make a note for the team to have a look. I believe I have also found a cave. We'll find out in a second whether I'm seeing things or not.
Well, these flares don't last very long.
No, they're useful in terms of being able to lay out a path of the direction you want to go, but that's about it. Unfortunately, not a cave. Thought this was a cave face, unfortunately it was just a small indent in the wall.
Yeah.
Aw.
I mean, if Legend of Zelda has told me anything, I definitely need to bomb there.
Hopper.
The good thing about having beds now is that the second it turns night cycle again, if we all go to sleep, it is going to mean we don't have to go through that process again. Helps speed the game up a little bit.
Yep. Alright, I was gonna go caving with you.
Yeah, no. Well, I suggest what we do. Let's go to the night cycle. Well, what time is it? 6 o'clock. Oh, someone made it Arctic.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, you found your way to the Arctic there?
I did.
Which part of the map are you on?
What the hell exotics are doing to them.
The cold parts.
I am at the bottom of 012.
Ah, so I would suggest not going too far into the Arctic because that's actually the out of
I'm
bounds
not
area.
gonna.
Yes, that's the out of bounds area too. So the Arctic area that is open this weekend is north. The south is still out of bounds. So if you go too far, you'll suddenly get a warning to run back. But yes, I went down
I
there
don't want
yesterday to get
to.
ice because you do need ice to make an ice box. So it's worth knowing it's there. Alright, well, if we can all get back to home base, I think we can go to sleep in about 20 minutes and then we can wake up in the morning and maybe start making a venture in to get some caves. Get a
Yeah.
bit of, nice shot, whoever that was. Shot, Ben.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
That's a right shot. Yeah, I think we're going to check some caves out because, we'll want to get our hands on some iron weapons.
I'll get a little bit of iron, a little bit of copper.
I've already mined a few hundred iron.
Oh, brilliant. Cool. So we need a crafting bench from level, to go to level 10 and get an anvil, but we should be able to get there a bit further now.
Yeah, I'm up at 8, so not too
Very cool,
far.
you're very close.
Yeah.
I think do a bit of hunting to get your XP up as well, was always a good little tactic.
Yeah, I can learn how to make a bow, or one of you guys can make me a bow.
Yeah, I can whip you one up. I'll come
I
back.
can make one.
Oh, cool.
Are we heading back to the house then?
Yeah, let's head back before the night hits. Otherwise, it could be a very slow walk back.
Do a little home
Yeah, I'm on my
inspection
way.
underneath the house looks good.
Yeah, it's a good little hut. Take us job.
Thanks.
Alrighty.
I guess one of the other things I should probably craft is a bunch of repair hammers in case
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
when storms hit. Let's see, the building upgrade tool, can I use that as a repair hammer as well?
Don't believe so. You would need to use a repair hammer to repair.
Okay, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. I'm gonna also make 100 arrows.
That sounds about how many times I'm gonna miss. That makes sense.
I'll chuck a half of them in this here for you. Or just under. Cool.
Stick, stone, and fiber.
Cool. Should be 35 arrows in one of those crates over there.
All right.
With a bow for you.
Thanks.
Might be good to get a second fireplace down or a fire pit, because we're now getting to the point where we have so much meat it's actually going off before it cooks.
Alright, there's going to be a hammer for everybody, so when the bad
Nice.
storms hit, we'll all be
We'll be
able to bang away on the roof.
Apparently, I got coal miner's lung.
Oh, did you get the hypothermia? Or was it pneumonia?
It's pneumonia.
Ah,
So I've got like half of the stamina bar. It's taking me a while to get home.
yeah. That won't help.
I brought home a raccoon.
Well done. So we're still finding the odd raccoon there somewhere.
Oh, my knife is destroyed. So how do I repair my things?
So if you right click it in your toolbar,
Mm-hmm.
you should have an option to repair it. You see there?
Oh, yeah. Got it. Thanks.
I
That's
took
right.
care of your skinning for you, dear.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah, you're right.
Latte's
Fur is
dreaming.
kind of hard to come by.
Yes, it's not the easiest one. The bigger the animal, the more fur.
That tracks.
The hard part is taking down the bigger animal.
For sure.
where do you want me to pick up this hammer?
Oh, good
Howdy.
shot.
That was a
done,
long
man.
shot.
I know, and I just hit mine as well on the carcass as it fell. That's annoying. You get all the glory from me. Must admit, the one thing, like, every week that we've played this game, right, we've seen the art and the styles improve. We were saying yesterday when we were streaming, this might be the most beautiful week yet, just in terms of the layers of detail they've added. I was just standing here looking at our base with everyone with the light coming out of it and the slight fog. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's cool because the art team that puts in the time to like make those small tweaks. It feels like something so small, but it has such a difference on your experience.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's been cool to get all that feedback from them, like from the community, like, wow, it looks amazing, and like the art team has just been beaming from it.
Yeah, that and just
Yeah.
seeing the lighting.
Back in 5 minutes.
Yeah. The lighting is incredible. Yeah, that's definitely been one of the cool things I've seen happen.
All right, we're all gathering
Alright,
up
so
to
we're
try and
going
get some
to
rest.
Yeah, I'm in the bed.
Coolio, let me see.
Don't make it awkward, David. All right, we're all laying down.
Oh.
No, what's awkward is I'm sleeping next to him.
Yeah, I must admit, it's definitely cozy in these bed rolls. But if you look at the carpentry bench in level 2, you can actually make real beds. So you can slide upgrade.
All right, who's the straggler?
Who's one not sleeping?
So how many players does this actually support? In a single
The
instance?
games?
Yeah,
Yeah, you have up to 8 in a prospect.
8 per prospect.
So up to 8 players in a prospect. Obviously, we kind of know it really balances out. We're running with 5 at the moment. We're running pretty smoothly. How's it for
Yeah.
you guys? Is it running pretty smooth?
Yeah, smooth.
Cool, nice. Yeah. So there's been a lot of work that's been done on the connectivity and obviously improving the experience, a lot of that kind of, performance improvements. So we're seeing it run really nicely. I think the biggest prospect that we've played in as a group is we did 7. I don't think we've tried an 8 yet, but it goes up to 8 players per prospect.
Who's not in bed?
It might be Ben. I think he might be. He might have just gone AFK for a second to get a glass of water. It might have timed it very badly.
Gonna come back and be like, oh shoot.
That's alright. Yeah, it's been a fun part each week and kind of see little things like the sleeping animation improvement has been added in the last few weeks, and that's been fun to watch. So the small tweaks you see when being close to project are always the ones that you notice, but you know that also aren't going to get noticed by other people, but they add to that experience. That is overall important.
Yeah, for sure. And those little things definitely do get noticed.
Yeah, I think it will get noticed by particular people here and there, but you know it's not going to be like the revelation moment. But they're just as important. But it's cool to kind of hear, like, we had some really cool feedback from people over the last couple of weekends. I don't know if you heard Shroud made a great comment about how this game apparently isn't a crayon, which is his reference to it being great. And so the team has been enjoying kind of hearing that kind of feedback from players and stuff, and getting people kind of saying, I love this, I love that, this bit's cool, this was great. And so it feels like a lot of hard work coming to fruition.
Yeah, and you've got to enjoy the feedback that you're getting every couple of weeks from these beta weekends.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of feature requests, getting a lot of, hey, I like this, but if it was just this one thing, it'd be better,
Yeah,
give you guys a lot of fuel to work with.
Yeah, and we're also aware that like the beta weekend's approach is quite unique, and we realise that for a lot of people it's been a bit confusing here and there, but we're really stuck with how it's gone. We think it's worked really, really well. Having that kind of ability to have those few days on, test our core features, test things out, get the specialized focus feedback, balance that was obviously not getting beta fatigue. So it's been really effective. We feel like it's been well received, even if at times a few people may not have fully understood our approach.
Yeah, but that's the nature of beta software.
Back. Exactly. Yeah. Cool. All right,
so
we all hop in.
Ready for
sleeping?
Time. Ben, I think you're laying on spoiled meat, and that's just gross. All right, everybody get in bed.
All right.
Laura, you're levitating. So is Ben. It's gone creepy.
Yeah, that's a bit of a unique one. Oh, there we go.
Let's try
I
it
didn't
again.
realize we've only got 4 beds. Are we actually missing one?
Are you missing a bed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
Yeah,
we are missing
I
a
think
bed.
bed you might be missing one.
Is there one in the container?
Hold up, I can always make another one.
Yeah, I thought we had 5.
Yeah, might need more fur. Oh no, we got one. There we go. Everyone's got a bed now. Alright, everyone's hopping.
Bedtime.
There we go. Well done. Alright, morning.
Indeed. So does the wood window, if you leave those open, does that affect like how much damage the building takes, or?
Will it affect anything inside the building? So, for example, if you leave a crafting bench next to an open window in a storm, the crafting bench will then take damage.
Okay. Yeah.
It uses the technology that it uses to measure that type of thing is quite advanced. It uses kind of a technology that bounces off like laser points to identify where damage is coming from, an exposure, which is also why you can mine into a rock and use that as a cover if you've got enough cover from it.
Very cool.
Yeah, so little things like that are kind of what make it feel a little bit more real and interactive versus just saying, oh, because it's inside a building, I'm not taking anything. Just as you wouldn't leave your windows open in a thunderstorm at your house.
Right. Well, you don't know me. I might.
If you do, it's pretty badass, but I wouldn't recommend it.
All right, I'm all topped up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, David.
What are we looking at?
That was weird. I was shooting at a deer, and apparently I missed, and it went to the critical shot thing, and I killed the baby behind it.
Oh, yeah, that has happened to me before. Sometimes you don't realize that your shot was actually slightly off, but was very effective still for what it... I had to have one time. Yeah. I had to have one time when I was trying to shoot a wolf that was chasing me, and I got the kill cam effect because I shot a baby deer about 40 meters behind it. And it was like a moment of grief and a moment of fear all at the same time.
Get that deer.
That one there?
He's almost dead.
Swing and a miss.
Get 2 arrows on him.
Okay.
Better off.
Oh, right, was that you?
Trying to murder him.
Was that just a minor storm that's coming in?
How did I
Yep.
miss at point blank range? I have a terrible shot.
Oh. Everyone's shooting at it, and we've almost hit each other more than we've hit the deer. Nice shot. Right.
Oh my god, this deer is immortal. He's certainly the luckiest deer on the planet.
That's another good shot.
I hit something.
Yeah, I saw the damage indicator.
Oh,
There we go.
got it.
Well done, well done.
Alright, we're gonna head to a cave.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think, well, let's,
The one.
yeah, that's really correct. So what do we need? I'm gonna make sure all of your, water and oxygen is nice and
Yep.
topped off.
I'm all topped off.
Your
Laura?
food's all topped off.
Are you staying at the base?
I know where
Laura?
2 are, but I've already mined them.
Okay, well we can, I think there's a
There's
couple
one up
of-
here, straight northeast towards that big mountain.
Okay.
There's also one north. If you, it's like 2 sections north of us though.
Alright, we're gonna head up that way. Yeah, what's that one that we found yesterday, Ben, that you found to the north? That really big one.
I think it's northeast.
Should we go there?
Yeah.
Alright, let's aim for that. So let's wait for the storm to go. Because last one needs exposure damage. I would also recommend everyone buffs up. So have a meat and have a fish. Have one of each.
Alright.
So where is the...
It's all
Yes,
on
there's
the,
a-
campfire.
There's only one quick fish.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to turn that on. There should be 2 more cooked fish in a second, so then maybe I might grab 1 or 2 more. So if you get all the buffs on, it just gives you a little bit more survivability.
I'm gonna grab all the charcoal fuel.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, actually, let me do my inventory. I've got a bunch of stuff. Sticks. Where are we putting coal and iron and all that good stuff?
Chuck it inside of one of the crates.
Yeah, they're one of the crates, but it's already pretty full. I think I probably need to make another one just for precious metals.
Alright, I've got 2 more raw fish I'm bringing back for you guys to cook.
Let me craft them for you, Dave.
Oh, I got coal and iron in here.
Alright,
Copper. I'll put it in the stone one.
alright.
Alright, so there should be a bunch of raw fish. I'll take that off and activate that. So it's raining. Alright, wait for the rain to go, then have that cooked fish.
Alright.
Because it'll just give you a nice little buff and it lasts about 800 seconds, I think. It's really helpful to have. Alright,
Alright, we
I
got
really
two
want to
more-
get
2 more containers
bone
for
thing.
storing precious metals and
Oh.
stuff. Thank you for letting more than one person dig around in the chest at the same time.
yeah, I can understand that.
It's always surprised me how that's
Yeah,
like
not a
pretty
novel
much
thing.
every single game I've played it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very strange one, yeah.
When you have multiple people,
mean, I can-
that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I can get how that's annoying to deal with.
Yeah, yeah.
Just keeping clients in sync when it's like, alright,
Yeah,
multiple
I mean,
people are potentially messing with stuff.
yeah, I mean, like, particularly when you're running with 8 players all on their own, player base and stuff, it's unique. But it's a cool part of what makes this game fun, right? Is that, like, we can go to sleep tonight or hop off, and then one of you's like, oh, I really want to play, you can just pop on later, take the host up, play around for a bit, hop off again, someone else can jump on. Like, it does have that ability, which makes it fun. I mean, last weekend, I got up Monday morning for work, and I got a message from a colleague who was like, hey, can you come back down? I started playing this morning and I died. Can you come revive me? I was like, oh, okay, yes, sweet, I'll hop on.
Are you asking me for a corpse run in the middle of the day?
I know. I actually, it was quite funny too, because I've actually got a character now I've just named Rescue Team Alpha, because I've used it in 2 different drops now with friends and be like, can you just come down to my prospect and revive me?
Oh yeah, you know that's gonna be a thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna be fun, right? Because now you're gonna be like, okay, I'll come down and revive you, but you're giving me your meta axe, or you're giving me this thing, right? Like it's gonna become like, yeah, people are gonna be
There will be a
bargaining for it. It's
cost.
gonna make it part of the community.
David, are you taking damage?
It's me. I'm poisoned.
Yeah, it's not me.
Oh.
I'm taking 1 tick because I got bitten by a fish, but it's about to finish, so I'm okay.
Oh,
I'll just eat a steak.
damn piranha.
Yeah, I know. I was going to get fish and the piranha was not happy about it. Right, the rain's almost over, so I'm quite keen for you guys to, yeah, come and have a cooked fish if it lasts.
Crap on a fish. Come on,
Alright,
get
well,
in the boat.
I'll
fish.
drop Ricky Raccoon here.
I'll also carry a bunch of our food because I've got the a couple of talent points put into food decay reduction.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So there's a bunch of cooked fish happening now on the fireplace.
I got that one.
Nice. Right. Once everyone's happy, we'll make our way to the north and Ben can lead us to the promised land.
Alright, I'm waiting for a fish to finish cooking and then I'll...
Yeah, good to go. I'll also carry that campfire. I've picked up a bunch of bone sticks and leather because I'll make a bunch of bone weaponry on the way once I hit level 5. Apart from that though, worth having as little inventory as possible. Just kind of keep yourself on the bare bones because carrying back ore will be heavy.
So, one thing that we've noticed playing a lot of these kind of games,
Yeah.
there's a really useful feature that seems to be missing from all of them, and that's the ability to
Yeah.
say, make this before you make that.
Changing the order of things.
Yeah.
Oh, so just changing the queue and the crafting bench?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like cooked
Dragging
fish
the queue
before
around?
the 4 raw meat.
Yep. So instead of having to pull the raw meat off, you can just say, cook the fish first.
Got you. Actually, unsure. Is that might be if it's not
You
something.
can't
It's a great.
reorder it.
No, if it's not something in the gear. That's a great suggestion. We'll have a look at the team. It's cool because getting this type of feedback is always the type of thing that makes us go, huh? Yeah, we'll have a look at that. We'll investigate that. We'll think about that.
Yeah, I mean, again, kind of comparing it to other survival crafting
Yeah.
games like Conan, it's like, I don't want you to make all of the base,
Yeah.
iron first. Please make these steel bars first. Because I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
those and I
totally.
don't need the other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, off we go.
All right. One thing I do like about this as well was the hunting. I just have to remember in so many games I played, hunting and whatnot has felt so easy, or like any form of kind of combat. In this, it's actually quite hard to figure out pathing of arrows and stuff, and it actually means you do have to get better at it, improve, understand drop off, and it does give you a challenge, and it's quite hard.
Yeah, it takes some practice for sure.
Yeah.
It's an earned skill.
Yeah, exactly. And I quite like that. I think that's mean that some people obviously prefer it easier, but I always couldn't call it like the Battlefield versus Call of Duty comparison. Like, it depends on what you're looking for. Battlefield drop off, Call of Duty not. And I think we've found a nice ground where it actually provides the same level of challenge you get from other elements of the game. It shouldn't feel like the hunting is the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Where did you guys go? Because I'm still at base.
Oh, we went straight to the north. We're just above the cliff. I'll stand on the cliff and wait for you. That will be a common thing when you don't have a radar of where your mates are, because you leave someone behind. It's quite hard to give them directions.
Yeah.
Unless
You
you've
know
got
where the trees
flare arrows. Do you have any more flare arrows on you?
Maybe.
If we fire one up, you might be able to see where we are.
I've got
So
one.
you,
We shoot it straight up.
Yeah, come over to where I am on the cliff face and just shoot us straight in the air.
Cliff
I can
face.
see you. I can see you.
Oh, I can see, that's cool. Yeah, it's always worth having a few flare arrows on your person, because particularly when you are getting lost at night, particularly be able to give tracking like come this direction, come that direction. Cool.
Alright, I don't see our guides, guys.
Where is Alright. Ben, where are you?
Ran past you guys.
Northeast.
Alright. Yes, they head to the
They're over here.
head to the northeast. So I'm down just on the top border of O11. There we go, there's one.
Yeah, it's real easy to lose
Yeah.
track of your companions.
Where are you guys? Can you see us?
Yeah.
I will. If you keep going straight north, or northwestish, there comes to a bit of an opening within cliffs. I'll stand on top of a rock. I can hear arrows flying, so someone's nearby.
It's me.
That's Ben. I'll stand on the rock and wave my torch.
Oh, I see 2 players ahead of us.
Oh, that would be why
Yeah.
you're ahead of us.
Nice. Who's this with the torch?
That's me. I'm torch.
There's 2 people up here.
Cool. Okay, who have we got? If you hit the plus on your keyboard, the plus symbol, if you've got a numpad that is, it'll wave. There's always a good way to check in who's with who.
What's up?
Well, Ryan and I are in O10, the middle
we-
of
I
it.
think we're all together.
Got 1, 2,
Well, I don't know
3,
where
4.
David
We're
was.
missing one. We're
I'm a
missing
little bit
David.
north of O10.
Just go straight northeast from here.
Yeah, nice.
All right, here we go.
I'm almost at the cave that I was at before.
Nice.
Are we sneaking for a reason?
I'm just restoring stamina.
Yeah.
I bunny hop everywhere, so I lose stamina quickly.
Jumping mechanic is a bit of a drainer.
If you
Keep
do
an eye-
it downhill though, by the time you land, it's almost restored all of it.
Keep an eye out for oxide deposits too, we will need them.
Okay, there's a cave over here.
I see you guys.
Nice.
It's the one you've already explored.
I think so. Yep.
Right.
David's trying to kill us.
It's not me.
Oh wait, is
Somebody
that
else.
just,
Dodge and weave.
just a? Oh, it's Ben. It's like, are there other
Alright.
people here?
Alright. Cave entrance. Alright. You see what we mean by the mineable face?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see that. This seems like a really good idea. We should definitely just go into this game.
Oh,
I
there's an
didn't die
iron.
last time. Yeah, there's a bunch over here.
Nice, yeah. So iron's well worth picking up. You'll need a lot of that pretty much straight at level 10 once you get to the crafting bench. That and copper, really.
And
Yeah, I
I'm
found
guessing
iron,
coal is
copper,
the
and
source.
coal in here.
Yeah, so gold you'll find you won't be able to mine, or platinum, or I think it's aluminium. No, not aluminium. Platinum and one other one which has got out of my head. Oh, and coal was also really worth mining.
Yeah, I found a coal deposit. I imagine that's going to be useful for the smelter.
Yeah, so coal is actually really useful as well for, you'll need it once you get up into firearms.
Here, I'll hold the torch so you can actually see what you're
Okay.
mining.
I usually just drop my torch on the ground as also my backup.
Oh, okay, well that works.
Yeah, so you can just go like, drop it there.
Yeah.
And there's a common feature request to potentially have a headlamp, but I'm not sure of the current status of that, but I understand it. Alright, that sounds like that one is fully, yeah, that one's fully depleted. Nice. And always check behind rocks and crevices, they can be hidden or dug in. Alright. There's another cave as well being up to around the corner, eh?
Alright.
Yes.
Right. We'll head up to that one. Also, don't drink the water in here. Just a pro tip.
Oops.
I did it already. I was fine.
You might get away with it, but you also definitely might not.
Stagnant water inside a cave that had to be cracked to be open? Sure, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. Very safe. Good flowing, movement in there.
It was pretty good.
Famous last
You gotta
words.
get your immune system up, you know.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's
You
right.
drink the water in caves on a planet you've just been dropped onto.
Right.
Rub some dirt on it.
Alright, which direction are we going, Ben? Out round the corner?
Ooh,
I don't know.
sulfur.
Oh wow.
Over here
it's
somewhere.
out of
Yeah,
oxygen.
keep get a bit of sulfur, because that'll be really valuable for flare arrows, particularly as we start losing each other.
Alright, so if I drop the oxide into that slot, it should give me oxygen.
Yeah, so it'll start ticking it up. It won't consume it instantly. So if you're about to die, consume it instantly. But if you kind of want to just chuck it in there and let it do its thing, you can set it in there and it'll slowly consume it over time.
Got it.
It's not as efficient as if you're using an oxygen bladder or if you're using an oxidizer or an oxide dissolver, but it's a good early solution.
Better than not dying.
Exactly. That's always the answer.
Yeah, because our first run, we basically died trying to just make the.
Oh, yeah,
oxidizer,
yeah.
Not realizing that you could do that, so.
Yeah, so the suit you're wearing, it's an Enviro suit. It has a little built-in grinder in the face mask that is used to grind up the oxide as a physical substance and turn it into a gaseous substance. And it also has a small grinder in it that allows you to put food into it that will then grind up the food and feed it to you, and same with water. So hence why you can drink and eat and consume oxide while wearing a helmet.
Way to put a filter on that thing.
Yeah, well, I think the filter is relatively durable. The cool thing with the lore coming out, and I won't give too much away until it all comes out, is it kind of talks a bit more about, the suit, the factions behind it all, and kind of that depth, and it's quite cool to kind of hear where it's all kind of come from and whatnot. Actually, speaking of, week 5 of the beta weekend factions, it'll be the first time people get to really, with those missions and whatnot, it's going to be really cool for people to experience that and understand a bit more of the story behind why we're here.
It's gotta be exciting for the team that people are all excited about the lore behind everything.
Oh, it's crazy. Like, particularly like our narrative director Henry, who's writing a lot of it. You can really hear the passion and excitement from him and stuff. And I don't know if you know about our other game Stationeers that RocketWerkz has done. The success with that has been it's super realistic, hyper realism, incredibly accurate scientific and physics.
Yeah, you basically
yeah.
have to know.
Yeah.
You have to need like a PhD in mathematics to
Yeah.
emulate the game.
Well, you
Yeah,
keep
it's
David's
crazy good.
attention.
Yeah. It's really popular. The core community that plays it just loves the realism of it. And so it's been quite fun because this game, while it still is realistic, we're not going to the depth and detail that one has as such, because that's the whole point of that game. And it's been fun because it's given us a really nice balance where this has to make sense, but it doesn't need to have exact thermodynamic explanations. When you make a item, you don't need to understand the exact temperature balancing and stuff like that. So
Got it.
it's been cool for Henry, who's been working on both projects, to get a chance to really write some amazing stories in Icarus and build out an amazing universe.
I'm making a beeline for this water so I can drink some before I die.
Oh yes, have you gone to? Oh yes, through the valley.
Yeah, I just went straight southwest.
Looking for
Okay.
more
I realised that
caves in there.
we may have lost each other here because I am currently running to the northeast with Okay, yeah, we're doing different directions, guys. That is okay.
Yeah, I was just hugging the right wall and looking for cave entrance.
Yes, that's all right. Should we head back down towards them at the water source?
Well, I
Yeah,
drank
mean,
that nasty cave water, so I'm alright.
Oh, well, there's a wolf right next to me. Heads up, David. Get ready.
Yep. Okay.
And
that's
knowing
cool.
wolves, there's probably going to be multiple.
Should we attack it, or...?
I think we get the sneak on it. Hit him once.
Yep, I am now alone. So alone. Oh,
Because
Oh,
you left,
he's
I
a
was
big
standing
wolf.
right
He's a
next to you.
66.
I found Ben.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
where did I
Down
find
here.
Oh, we are lucky. That was a really strong wolf. That was a level 66.
You alright?
I'm good. I'm
I've
gonna die
got
from
bandages. If you need bandage.
No,
or-
he didn't actually do any much damage. I'm lucky.
I've got some berries on me if you need some water.
Yeah, there we go.
Uh,
Drop him there, I'll pick him up. Oh, I hear another wolf, by the way. There's gonna be another one nearby.
alright, I just
Thank
dropped
you.
him.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
gritty and run.
Alright. I suggest we head back towards the rest of the team. And then regroup and come up as a pack, because the
Big
sounds
old
of
elk in front of you.
Oh, yes.
Alright, well, Ben and I are down here by the lake, so I can try and find our way back to you.
Yeah, we'll come down towards, because I wouldn't be opposed to retop my water before we head any further north.
I hear wolves.
We might
Yeah,
run
there's-
back into
I'm
elk
coming
with
towards you.
no hit
Oh, yeah.
points left.
Ah, that's right, we'll grab on the way.
There you go.
I got one headshot and one body shot.
Yeah,
He's got-
the animals get more tough as the further you go away from where you start.
He's got 350 points of damage on him.
He'll be waiting for us when we get back. Yeah, that's always a fun experience people have, is they go for a little adventure and they run into a nice level 70 wolf.
Yep.
Alright, I see the lake. Okay, if you guys stay by the lakeside, we will be there in 2 ticks.
How
Alright.
do I consume this again?
What was that, sweetheart?
There we go.
Another wolf just down in front of us here,
Wait.
David. You see him there by the lakeage?
So oh, yep, I see him.
Yeah.
Am I shooting?
Yeah, let's take him.
There's a bunch of wolves.
Oh, you hit the elk.
The elk ran on the way.
Hit him.
I'm lucky if I can hit them at point blank range, so I'm gonna leave the long
Got him.
shots to you. Ben.
Nice. Is there a way to cancel firing an arrow once you've drawn it?
Good question. I usually just switch to whatever's next on my hotbar, but it's a good question.
Oh.
I should know that. Yeah, I switch across.
Yeah,
I've got
Yeah, sometimes
scroll.
I
2
draw
years
it.
of
I don't want to
practice.
fire.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What do you use, Ben?
What?
What did you say you used for
Oh,
cancel?
I was just saying I have 2 years of practice.
Oh, okay.
So for whoever's.
yeah.
Yeah, I usually just scroll the scroll wheel. That does the trick.
Yeah, that always works.
Alright, I think the gang's all here.
Right.
2, 3.
Yeah, we are. I was gonna top my water up with my oxygen. And then I'm good to... Ben, you want to lead us to that big one you found yesterday?
I don't know where I am, man.
We are top of N10, so I think we go directly north through this valley we were just going through, eh?
Yeah, this way.
Alright.
Right.
So we're hugging
Round
the
this
edge
way,
of the
guys.
lake.
Go west.
Yeah. West. Arrow station.
I went to the lake and then you guys left.
We're hugging we're hugging that left edge of the the right edge of the lake.
Yeah, we're on the western side.
Hold up. Hold up.
Did we lose you, sweetheart?
Yeah.
You see that? Look to the west. I'm going to fire a flare arrow straight up. We're right below this.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
Yeah, that's what I'm using for. How are we going on food, guys? I have steaks for people.
I'm about halfway.
Okay, come have one of these. Drop this. Should have one, then drop the rest back to me.
Food.
There, there, there.
You're going to try
There
not
you
to
go.
straight the ear and land it on me, aren't you?
Ground steaks.
Oh.
Alright, who
Everyone
else?
stand around here in a circle.
Challenge mode. Here it comes. Anyone else need food? Do you find else has food bars okay?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
good.
good.
Cool. Alright, I've got 14 more steaks if we end up getting stuck.
Okay.
Otherwise, let's keep making our way to the north.
Wheat useful.
Yeah, you can make bread. Flat
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah, wheat is
Hopefully
worth having.
pizza eventually.
Yes, on my wish list.
Yeah, goat pizza.
No, wheat's a really good one because bread has a much longer sustenance. It lasts a lot longer in your inventory. So particularly for long missions when you can't carry meat because it keeps going off, bread is so valuable. Alright.
Are you trying to eat the fire run?
Maybe.
If we stick to the south mountain first,
I
south
think
and
follow
north
around.
first.
Follow around to the west.
Oh no, yeah, I see you guys do it. Somewhere, I think it's further down.
Right.
Yeah, it's more over this way.
Oh, we must have not up Ben's ahead.
After we finish this cave, you guys already have a save that's a couple hours in, right?
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind, I'd like to pop into that for just a minute, take a look around,
Yeah.
just show
For
folks what it looks like when you get a little further into the game before we
Yeah,
pop off.
cool. They're on different characters of ours too, so what we can do is we can leave these characters on the surface, so if you guys actually want to come back and play the Prospect later, you're more than welcome to, and the characters will stay here, and we'll use our other characters on the other planet.
Okay.
That's a,
Yeah, I'd just
Cool,
like to be able
and
to
then-
show folks a little further in.
yeah, so what we've got on the other Prospect is a similar sized base, but we've got a bunch of tables, a bit more gear and loot. We are pretty much on the verge of bringing ourselves ready to go to the Arctic. We just need to whip up some fur armor and some firearms. Oh, and there you go. Big old cave entrance.
Fire a flare arrow straight into it.
Yeah, cool.
I found iron ore right here.
Oh, what's it, Eddie?
What does that do? Just tells you if there's a bear in here waiting for you.
Well, it just helps with us to see what direction we're going to, so. Cool. You see the depth of this cave is massive. Yeah, so you can see here that's got platinum ore, I think. Yeah, lots of platinum ore, bit of gold ore. Oh, coal.
Iron right at the entrance.
Why did my torch go out?
Oh, it dropped in the water.
Yeah, I dropped in the water. Crap.
I'm gonna
Where'd it
put
go?
mine up here on the side. Damn it.
Copper, your favorite, dear.
I know.
Copper becomes very valuable if you want to make shotgun shells later. So we've been mining quite a bit now, prospecting, just saving it and holding on to it.
There's my torch.
So I guess, yeah,
I
I'll have to
don't
upgrade
think-
my equipment to get titanium ore.
Yeah, so you want to get up to
Platinum.
steel. I think it's iron and steel axes are the main ones. If you look at like a lot of the recipes, you'll notice that like platinum and stuff isn't really necessary until about late tier 3, 4. So you find that like the purpose of gathering it really isn't as clear early either, but it's worth knowing where it is to come back later.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So the planet side that you go to for different missions, you'll go to like different drop points, but it's the same planet, so you can go back to
Yeah, so
terrain
if you
you're
look
familiar with.
if you look at the map now, if you just scroll out, you'll see the size.
Okay.
We started in 011, and we've come as far as M10, which is 2 right and 2 left and 1 up. But
Oh, we
Man.
can actually see where the mammoth boss is.
yeah, you can see the mammoth bosses too. So that's the top of the Arctic area that's playable this weekend. So the sheer size of this is massive, which means that it can sometimes be hard to kind of like conceptualize just how many different experiences you're going to have. The map is 8 by 8 square kilometers.
Yeah, I believe it. That's huge.
Yeah, so it's gigantic. So it definitely is like, it's big enough that you'll get to really experience a lot and not get stuck at any point. Right, I am over encumbered, so I need to craft a bunch more things. I need to drop some stuff.
Alright, so I I guess now it'll be let's pop off and head to your
Yeah.
other server.
Yeah, so if you log out here, so just go return to character select from the menu. Return to character select. I will log in on my other character and pick up prospect, and then I'll flick you an invite as we did earlier, and we'll run off that.
All right, we'll get everybody in then.
Yeah. So I resume my prospect on this one.
Do I need another character, or how does that work?
No. So, that's a good point. Where I suggest do a different character for this, unless you want to leave that planet with that character. So, if when you go back, just make it basic level 0 and just pop in and have a look at what I've got going on here. And you can have a look at everything. But unless you, because if you want to keep playing that prospect we're just on later, leave your character on there to do that.
All right, I've created a new character named Chuckles. He's
Nice.
ready to
Cool.
go.
I'm just loading in this prospect now. Ben, you're loading too, so both of us down, and then you guys then I'll flick you an invite once I'm on planet surface, and with your new character, you should be able to join. Just make sure you've selected the new character as earlier.
Sounds good.
Nice.
So in production though, when we're kind of at full release, the idea would be that players can kind of jump between their prospect and their friend's prospect as long as they're all on the same planet, kind of thing. Is that the idea?
Yeah. So the way it works is that what we just did in by just return to character select leaves your player on the planet. So that prospect's still open. You can go rejoin it with that character whenever you want. The way to permanently end a prospect is to leave in your dropship. That's saying, not coming back here, I'm done. And then you can take that character other places.
I see.
So that's the difference. So if you want to keep playing a prospect, if you look at the top on the mission timer, this prospect that we're on is on 19 days. So we can actually stay down here with our characters for 19 days. But we do need to leave in our dropships before that ends. So there's that balance, right? You've got to kind of choose what you want to do and how you want to go about it.
Makes sense.
For example, the reason that I made a new character to come and join you guys today was because I wanted to be able to come back my main character to this existing prospect that we've been working on. And that's why I've also said for you guys to leave yours there, is that if you left in your dropships to come look at this one, you wouldn't be able to go back to that. That effectively ends your contract there.
Got it.
Yeah. Cool. I'm on the surface, so I'm going to flick you an invite. Cool. See, let me know if you got that invite.
Yep, I got it. I am joining.
Nice. So join off that, and then you guys can all join off. Ron, it should be all good to go.
Big storm.
Big storm? Or little storm?
I think it's fairly big.
All right, we'll get ready for it.
See, that'll be perfect. We can end on.
Yeah, you timed it well, guys. You're joining in the middle of the chaos. I might make a few more lightning rods then.
Yep.
You can't make lightning rods?
Well, no, I'm making makeshift ones out of beams stacked on top of each other. Just as a temporary solution. It doesn't always work, but it can at times be helpful. But I do believe that there's been talk about potentially being a lightning rod item. I don't know what the status of that is, but
If you make a one out of metal beams, it works almost 100% of the time, I think.
Yeah, because metal always attracts it more.
25% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
That's the one.
All right, everybody should be able to join now. I'm on the surface.
Yeah, cool. Well, we'll close those doors. It's damaging our.
15 wants that mammoth.
Right, welcome.
Yeah, we got a little tower here.
That's my hunting tower. The ladder doesn't always work, just FYI. I've been having some problems with
The
it.
ladder seems to be gone.
Yeah, it doesn't connect to the top, and I haven't really been able to get it to place properly. That's more on my lack of building skills. But you can't get up here.
Knives at least.
Armor
We're
bench.
skimming some of that.
Yep.
Crafting bench. Yeah, I managed to make the oxide dissolver, but then I kind of forgot, I need something to put the oxide into. So,
Yeah.
I ended up dying anyway.
Yeah. So we've got a little more advanced ones. We're using oxygen bladders, which are a little bit more of an efficient storage system, and you use those by placing them at that bench.
Oh, they're skinning benches. So you just
Yeah,
throw the carcass in there and it auto skins it?
No, you still skin it, but you have a better efficiency in terms of what you can gather from it.
Got it.
Oh, these have turned off.
Mortar and
So
pestle
this
for making... Oh, oxy, tree sap. Yeah, you got all sorts of stuff for making here.
Yeah, so the ice box here is really valuable. The ice box gives us the ability to store food more efficiently.
Laura, I love your character's name. Other character.
That's mine.
That's
Love you too,
yeah,
Joe.
I'm Joe.
Yeah, so this is just a little temporary base. I think on wood here because our plan now is that once we get ourselves with firearms and fur armor, we'll head up into the Arctic. So we don't really need to turn this into a metropolis, but it has all the benches we need, all the equipment, and will give us something to start with.
Oh yeah, you get the fireplace with an extension to go outside the room.
Yeah, so that gives us a proper ventilation to won't burn anything down. Your mortar and pestle here in the corner, which is quite small, but we're using that to make, you'll see like epoxy, crushed bone and tree sap in there. And the purpose of that is the ability to make weaponry and gunpowder and whatnot down the line. So kind of preparing.
And so that on that anvil there's all the stuff, all the stuff that we mined to
Yeah,
smelt it.
yeah. So we obviously can make iron weaponry and whatnot, which is going to be really, really valuable. So you guys, yeah, you can kind of see like, this is, I'd say like, you're looking into tier 2 at this point. This is the tier 2 area of the crafting area and the kind of level you get to. And then obviously there's tier 3 and 4 above this. So it's quite a bit more and they all require like, another level up.
Yeah, I see your poles out here.
Yeah, I don't know if this isn't a lightning storm thankfully, but they're my temporary solution.
And you got your rain reservoir out here.
Yeah, so that just gives us a water source that won't give us dysentery pretty much. One thing we had with this prospect that we found quite funny is that we've got this herbalism bench here in the corner, you'll see, and every time we open this door it takes damage from the exposures. We've had to make sure we keep the doors closed so we keep losing our herbalism bench. So we've not exactly been the smartest prospectors you've ever met,
Well,
but we haven't died yet.
You gotta build a colossally huge thing like I built. Keep your stuff away from the doors.
Yeah, we've built some pretty big ones, but we've this drop's been a bit more. We've been about efficiency.
Yeah.
See, they, like, see the point my oxygen is out.
Very cool. So yeah, I guess as these beta weekends go on, people will be able to get a little further on to be able to start building larger, more complex, and higher tier goodies. Looking forward to it.
So everything's going to really give people the next experience up. And I think the thing as well is like, we can talk about the level of content in terms of like playability, but there's over 250 talents. There's a ton of like, I can't remember the exact tech, but it's well over 200 tech. On top of that, you've got 8x8 square kilometer map, all the prospects. Once you have faction missions and you've got the exotics loop in the game, it's going to really have just a ton of replayability, and that's the key for us. Like, we laid out 5 pillars when we started developing the game, and a lot of those pillars were really about the game being scalable, the game being fun, playable, scalable, and that's really been the bread and butter backbone of what the team's been working on. So even though we are really only showing like a smidge of the content right now, these beta weekends, to see how much people are getting out of them is a real cool sign of what's to come.
Yeah, that's really exciting, and I'm happy for you guys because this is turning out great.
Yeah, we're stoked. I mean, little old New Zealand, who would have thought?
Well, thank you very much for spending the time with us. I really appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing this progress as we move towards November, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we'll have 3 more weekends. Obviously, desert factions, and then our community-focused weekend. So lots more stuff to play with, and then obviously full game launch. So yeah, really, really exciting. We can't really wait to show it all. It's hard each weekend not being able to show everything, but it's gone awesome. We're stoked. So thanks for hanging out and playing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for
thanks for having us.
Who's the guy that put the cell phone with the free falling on the drop pod?
Oh, I actually don't know, but it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah. There's enough humor in this team, I must admit. It's always fun when you see the small little things they put in to make it special. So no, I love that. I'll make sure they know it's been noticed.
Yeah, no, I love his USB-C connector on it, and it's just like...
Yeah, just something little, right? Something unique.
Yeah, that's those little details we were talking about. That's what's going to make this game great.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, awesome guys.
Probably swap it out to a Zune or something.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of talk about all the cool things we could do with it. That's not a bad one. MP3 player, like real old school.
Scavenge it with
Yeah.
junk. The Zune. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Have a great
Awesome.
weekend, and we'll see you again soon.
Awesome.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Woo.
Take care.